Hello! Welcome to the Three Burdens. I sound way too excited for this ordeal. I am Little Bug, one of the burdens. And these are the other two. Introduce yourselves, please.
I'm
Hammy.
Oh, you are a burden to me right now.
Fuck yourself. Anyways, I'm Hammy, but it's okay to be excited because we're gonna roast a bitch today. We're gonna roast a bitch and anybody else who thinks like her. But all right, continue on. I'll pass it over to the.
Yeah. Thank you for interrupting me. You fucking. I'm Eagle. I guess now I'm the third burden. I'm last in line. Fucking Hammy. All right, but yes, we will decide
realized.
what are the. Ooh, what's up?
I might be slow, but did I introduce myself?
Oh fuck. It's been like 5 seconds. I totally forgot if you have.
You did.
Okay.
You did, but all right.
Yeah.
We will be deciding if this bitch deserves the ban hammer. Actually, she quite does, in my opinion.
Oh, well, of course she does.
But roasting does. Yeah, fuck it. Roasting does seem to be a better fit. But all right.
I mean.
Hey, fuck up. So, who was the right
today? All right. Well, we're never gonna get to this goddamn topic. Anyways, fans of Guild Wars out there have rejoiced recently at the firing of a feminist who had her head so far up her ass she could possibly smell shit and coal. Today we're going to be talking about the Jessica Price incident because we don't just do YouTube drama here, folks. Although YouTube drama is just so silly that sometimes it can be really entertaining. Like when Keemstar decides that he's going to semi-threaten Logan Paul on Twitter, but I guess that'll be saved for another time if it blows up. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, I did screenshot that tweet just so you don't fucking lie. Anyways,
I forgot to put on do not disturb. Put your stuff on silent.
We're recording, but all right.
I don't care. Continue.
We ain't professional.
Anyways, so long story short, there's this YouTuber named Deroar, I'm guessing is how he's pronounced his name. I guess. Don't know. Don't care really. But this guy was he gave a polite suggestion to the Guild Wars, or one of the Guild Wars developers, and I don't know shit about Guild Wars, so I guess the suggestion was good. I don't really know. All I know is that the response to said suggestion was extremely unwarranted, and it made me want to give birth to a pain baby. So let's just get the bullshit out of the way, because this woman's response was basically first, don't tell me how to do my job. Secondly, this is how you treat women in the gaming industry. The whole sexism card was pulled. It was a big mess. Anyways, something good happened, however. She got shit canned for it, aka fired, like she should have been.
Okay, and so audience, just so you know too, is that D-Roar, I don't know how to pronounce his fucking name, but he was basically just commenting on the living story narrative design or just branching dialogue. That's literally all he was talking about, and she just blew up on him. Well, I won't say blow up because hold on. Thanks for telling me what. Yeah, she's blew up on him out of nowhere. No, like he was making a friendly suggestion.
Yes.
He wasn't telling her how to do her job. He wasn't telling her, "Hey, you're a stupid fuck. I'm better than you. Do it my way." He wasn't doing that. It was just a simple, "Hey, maybe try this out." Also, I get that's hard, but maybe try this. It was a suggestion. God damn.
Yeah, that's all it was at the end of the day. It was just a suggestion, and this woman just completely misrepresents everything that he said. She pulls the woman card, which by the way, that does not need to be a card in the fucking deck anymore. Uh, it's you fucking ruined it. Like even if this was true, how the fuck do you expect people to believe you? Which people don't believe you. We have the Twitter fucking screenshots over here. You do realize that this bitch, like the day that she got fired, changed her fucking Twitter profile. Something about, oh, I got fired because I wasn't gonna be men's property. Well, you're not men's property. You work for a company. See, this isn't gonna just be a politically charged conversation here, folks. This is going to be a conversation of what to do and what not to do in a public forum for your fucking workplace. And it should come as a self-explanatory method, but somehow it is lost on her that she was fired for such remarks. That happened to all of us on this fucking cast here. Well, we would have been fired to begin with. That's not the only thing that this bitch aggravated me on, because apparently, and this probably added to the firing, she was happy that Total Biscuit passed away.
Oh yeah.
Even though Total Biscuit was fighting for what, about 3 or 4 years fighting cancer? And he loses that battle 3 or 4 years in fucking constant agony every day. And she was glad about that. That shit should have gotten her fired like that. That quick. That quick. That little feminist flame snuffed out. Like the life of a grasshopper on a windshield.
It's alright.
It's just... She should have been fired because of that. But she wasn't. Which is strange to me. That genuinely bothers me. I don't know why she wasn't fired. She should have definitely been fired. Like 100%. Like, you're fucking done. Pack your shit and get out.
Maybe shit, I dropped my vape. Maybe it was a strike.
I mean, yeah, but a strike for that?
Who knows?
I mean, think about what she said. She's glad. First of all, Total Biscuit was mainly just a commentator who liked to give his fucking opinion in public. Oh, wow. Somebody send the fucking lynching mob. He's a goddamn commentator, okay? And he liked to talk about, he liked to argue the subject of video games in a matter of stop being fucking offended, you fucking wretch. But instead, she became the wretch, and she got offended over whatever the hell he had to say in fucking past. Not a whole lot of which was lost on him. He knew what he was talking about when he said these things. That's why he had the following that he did when he was alive. Even if you don't agree with someone, do they have to die just because of that shit? I mean, I'm gonna get into this a little bit later, but you know, how far is this gonna go? And I'm gonna use an example a little bit later, but how far is this gonna go to where your political narrative has to reign supreme over everything, where it costs people and animals, in the case that I'm probably gonna bring up, their fucking lives? To sidetrack from this, to get out of the political part of it, you looked like a complete and utter jackass. Just an absolute helmet.
Retry.
When you go out here, yeah, okay, it's your private Twitter. Who fucking cares? It's not a private. There's no such thing as a private Twitter. Okay, my Twitter isn't private. Nobody's Twitter is private. But if you post shit, people are going to respond, and they're not always going to agree with you 100% of the time. That's not how the world works. If it did, it would be a really boring place, and then the suicide rates would be up even more. But no, this one is just like, you were fired for causing a PR fucking nightmare. Do you understand that? I know a lot of these large ass fucking companies such as Guild Wars, like most of the time, whenever like EA doesn't give that much of a fuck, although they probably give a little bit more of a fuck since the Battlefront incident. But before the Battlefront incident, they didn't give that much of a fuck about fan outrage because it wasn't to the level that they thought they were going to lose billions. Well, they lost a lot of fucking money with Andromeda, and they're probably having to lose a lot more money with fucking Battlefront, with the people who are returning Battlefront, or giving it away. EA's losing a lot of fucking checks right now. And it's gotten so bad, especially with the Star Wars franchise, that Disney themselves have just been like, yeah, you know what? We gotta put the top on this shit because you're fucking our franchise up. This is I think is a step in the right direction. This bitch is firing her and her dumbass colleague. Their firing proves that maybe, just maybe, there is some fucking ethics in video game companies today. Maybe we're not too fucking far gone. Now, I'm not saying that every little mistake that a company makes, like if they make a glitch in a fucking game, don't go on Twitter and just be like, fire the fucking guy who coded this. Because that doesn't make us look good. But for our community, like Guild Wars, to be able to respond in the way that they did and get fucking justice for this guy who did not deserve to get snapped on like this is a step in the right direction. Because let's face facts, Guild Wars does not want a PR nightmare. They do not want they don't want to lose customers just because of what some sociopathic fucking feminist thinks. But I've been talking too long. You guys have any thoughts?
I mean, what were you
I
gonna say?
still have
Sorry.
I still have stuff about the Total Biscuit incident. It's how strong do you believe in your own opinion that when the person that has an opposite opinion dies, you celebrate?
Oh yeah.
How I want to know how much faith you have in your own ideas, because that shit needs to be turned down to 0.
But that's
Okay.
I'm gonna get into that real quickly. A few months ago, I think it was Blair White's dog or whatever.
Oh
Her
no.
childhood dog. Yeah, I know. I hate to fucking bring this up because it's ruined my fucking day. I was actually in a good mood this day before I read this tweet. I don't remember the person who tweeted it out, and I'm not gonna fucking say their name just in case that, you know, we actually do blow up on this motherfucker and then we have a fan base that's just as toxic as the rest of them. But this Blair White tweets out that her dog passed away because he was accidentally locked in a fucking hot car. I don't know how you accidentally do this, but I guess it fucking happens. Anyways, she's upset about this, right? So she does like a little PSA announcement. She says, "Don't just be careful with your pets whenever you take them with you. Don't lock them in the fucking car." That should be fucking common knowledge, obviously. Anyways, long story short, there's a bunch of support going her way, which, you know, is fantastic, right? Then there's this one cunt that I read in reply, and she says, "I'm sorry for your loss, but but that's just karma for you when you go ahead and become a conservative as a trans person and throw homosexuals under the bus."
See,
That's
what
a
the fuck?
reply to someone whose dog just fucking died.
What the fuck?
So,
Fuck.
go ahead.
No, because now I'm kind of fucking angry and pissed. It's okay. So what did she say? Fucking something about conservative? Oh god, that's horrible. I'm just angry.
Blair White is a transgender conservative. Okay, she used to be
Okay.
a guy, now she's a chick. but
Okay.
she's a transgender conservative. In this woman's eyes, it is karma to the transgender conservative that her fucking dog
What
dies.
does that have to do with her dog? What does that have to do with her lifestyle?
My issue is who else has to die in that case?
Yeah.
Why does anyone have to die?
Exactly. Like who
is there
else?
It's their fucking opinion, to believe what they want to believe, but just because they believe that everything, well, something they love should die.
Exactly. Who else has to go down? Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be someone's fucking kids next? Is that it? What does George Bush, as dumb as Republican as he is, do his two girls have to die for people to join the left? Is that the way we view the world right now? That's how fucking far this shit has gone. And don't have me no bullshit about. And don't have me no bullshit because and we're gonna plug a guy who probably doesn't even know we fucking exist. But Rags made this video, and this is the whole reason why I wanted to go over this today, because he made this video about these fucking jack-offs. I think they're called The No, and they have a podcast called Glitch Please. And it basically is a 2-guy, 1-woman team, much like us, except we have some fucking sense. They sit there for about, I want to say, an hour and a half, just kind of making it look like this chick has a bad day. Well, all right then. Let's analyze that shit, shall we? You had a bad day. All right, apparently you had a bad day that Total Biscuit died in, and it wasn't because he died, clearly. But no, you had a bad day. You just were fed up with the shit, and you just decided to snap at someone. Let me just give you a perspective of the non-gaming developer world. Okay? This is probably the only thing you're going to hear about my personal life in a public context. I used to work at a fucking Chili's a few months ago. Right? Now, I had 3 bosses, and one of them was a prick. That one who was a prick, if he had heard me snap at a customer, if he had heard me snap at a guest, they fucking call it at a restaurant. I don't understand why. But if he had heard me snap at a guest at that restaurant, that would have been my ass. Fired. Canned. Unemployment line. Shit canned. Whatever the fuck you want to call it, that would have been my ass. Considering that's just a restaurant area where you don't get paid nearly as much. But if I had snapped at a customer at that fucking job, that just would have been my job. That would have cost me my job a lot earlier than it already fucking did. I won't go into the details why I got fired, but that wasn't the reason I got fired. Nobody's gonna fucking fire me for snapping on a customer. That's just not gonna happen. Or a consumer. That's just not gonna happen. Whether I own this big company or not, or whether I'm employed by this big company or not, unless they're like genuinely fucking with my family and me simultaneously by doing some ridiculous shit, because you know sometimes how these fucking weirdos are.
Yeah.
You know, oh, what you're doing something in a game that I don't like. Oh, how about I just dox your whole family? Yeah, that's fucking fantastic, dude. I can't wait for that shit to happen whenever we say some fucked up shit on this cast. That shit happens, and then I have the FBI showing up to my house.
Oh, yeah. Splendid.
Sir, we're gonna need you to tell us your job description. You know.
Fucking. I can tell you a story about having a fucking bad day. All right.
Yeah.
And fucking. And I can tell you right now, me having that bad day got my ass fucking fired immediately.
Exactly.
All right. Fucking no. Okay, fuck it. I am gonna tell it, but I'm gonna make it very, very short. I used to work for construction. I'm a laborer. This is what I do. I love doing it. Sitting on a chair, not my job. Not my fave. But fucking one day my fucking stomach felt like shit. I took some medicine. I fell asleep. My supervisor, brand new, comes up to me, asks what the fuck I'm doing, and I woke up with the meanest fucking attitude, and I told him to go suck a dick. And you know what happened? He told me to go suck a dick, and he fired me. So.
And that's his
That-
boss. Now, granted,
my
she didn't
boss.
snap. Now, granted, she didn't snap at her boss, but who the fuck do you think you are, snapping at a fucking consumer like that? Have you lost your fucking mind? I don't give a. The company should not. The consumer does not care about your bad day or your political views.
Mm-hmm.
What is
If
your
I-
problem? What
if
is
I
your
were-
damage?
If I were to go out in a fucking truck, you know, building a building, whatever, and someone walking by tells me I look like shit, and I snap on him, you know, that's just not gonna look good for me or the fucking company. You
No.
know?
Especially if they fucking find out about it, which is easy to do on Twitter.
Mhm.
Even if you delete the tweets, people take fucking screenshots. People are 2018, I swear to God, we're at like the peak of the screenshot game. Where
Yeah.
like screenshots aplenty will just fucking ruin your goddamn life. People have fucking screenshots for conversations that happened 10 goddamn years ago that get people fucking canned now. Now, I don't think that's fucking fair. This is a fairly recent issue or incident. So whenever you go and you fucking snap on somebody, just out of the blue, just straight up, the consumer doesn't give a fuck about your bad day. Nobody cares about your bad day. I'm sorry, that's fucking true.
You know,
I've had plenty of bad days. All of us here have had plenty of bad days. There are people that are having worse days than us probably today as we sit here and record this.
Mhm.
Shit happens. But even if that was an excuse, glitch please. Even if that was a legitimate excuse, which I can respect the one guy who did say that her reaction was extremely unwarranted. Because it was extremely unwarranted. But don't try to make this look like this is better than it looks. Don't try to make her look better than she already looks. She was a fucking cunt to this guy who looked up to her, and she was fired for it. Like she should have been. Her fucking colleague does the exact same shit the next day on Twitter, which once again is public, and he was fired for it. Like he should have been. Don't try to make this look better than it already is, okay? Just because she's a feminist, just because she's on the left. It doesn't fucking matter. Where I come from, where we come from, you do that shit, you lose your job. Corporate or otherwise. I go to Chili's one day, I fucking snap on somebody at the booth, I lose my job. He goes to construction one day, he just so happens to drop a cinder block, quote unquote, accidentally on somebody's foot because they smarted out to him. He loses his fucking job and most likely will go to jail.
Oh yeah.
That's how it's supposed to fucking work. You're supposed to be professional in this environment. Even in game development and even in games journalism, which is corrupted up the fucking ass. I'm gonna tell anybody who listens to this right now, do not believe a fucking thing. And this is a completely different topic, but I'm just gonna segue into this just to make sure that the credibility is shot in the rectum. Do not believe a single word that sources like fucking Polygon say. Don't believe anything that the No says. Don't believe any of these fucking publications who will go out and defame people who play games as a hobby or for a living. Don't fucking do it. Don't believe a goddamn thing that they say. because everything that they say is either unfounded or based off of one retard who just had a bad day and said some shit. Because that's what people do on the internet. They say some shit. That one fucker who says some sexist shit is not representative of everybody in that area. Y'all hate when white people or people in general generalize shit, right? Y'all hate that shit. So then stop fucking generalizing. Oh, the Guild Wars staff were unjustified in firing Jessica Price, who was firing back at harassment. There ain't no harassment there. It was a suggestion. She could take the suggestion, or she could not take the suggestion. But she didn't have to respond to this guy like this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Exactly. Who I might remind you was a fan of hers.
Yeah, and I read the thing, and he seemed pretty polite to me, but I'm not,
You wrote
a
it in
feminist
such.
really, so.
You wrote it in such a polite way. Like he was trying his best not to be an asshole.
Dude, I would follow his ass if he wrote me some shit like that.
Yeah. But I just somehow, some way, she took it the wrong way and just. She wrote. Hold on, what was it? She wrote, thank you for telling me how to do my job, and literally to his nice comments, he wrote 3, I believe, and then literally like a minute after her first comment, she wrote, "Today, in being a female game dev, allow me, a person who does not work with you, explain to you how to do your job." He did not try to explain her how to do her job at all. He just wanted to make a suggestion. Someone. I could be walking down in New York, and a guy could be fucking making a hot dog. I could make a suggestion like, hey, maybe put mustard first and then ketchup, or not at all. I'm not saying how to do his fucking job.
You're not saying, oh, you have to do it this way, or else,
Yeah. He's not saying, fuck you, do it this way. He's just saying, hey, maybe do it this way. Good read, though, he said. Good read. Even gave the okay sign, and she still took it the wrong fucking way.
He even said thank you for opening up the discussion.
Yeah, see?
How the fuck can that be interpreted as you're a sexist fucking pig and I hope you die in a fire?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Please, Glitch, please also brought up that it could be that she could have gotten a lot of harassment, a lot of harassment stuff on Twitter.
Doesn't matter.
And hold on, and then this guy just was the icing on the top. And like you said, literally, it doesn't fucking matter. And what Rag said, because Rag's video, you should be an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking words shouldn't hurt you, and if they do, you need to work on that. You need thicker skin. All right. Fucking.
The thing is, if words do hurt you, why the fuck are you on Twitter in the first place? Why are you on the internet in the first place? That is a place where words will hurt you. I literally, earlier this year, I was even as small as my fucking channel is, which I think has 12 subscribers now. So go subscribe, please. But even as small as my channel is, I got in the dumbest fucking argument with this other fucking YouTuber who I think is at 300 subs. I really don't give a shit. But it was a Xenoverse 2 argument. He didn't like the fact that I was calling him cheap and then proceeded to then harass me 3 different fucking ways of contact for a straight fucking week. If you are this sensitive to the fact that, yes, I called you cheap. You were playing cheap. Sorry, but I call it exactly how I see it and felt it. So, if you're gonna fucking sit here and bother me for 5 fucking days straight, you don't need to be on the internet. If you can't take criticism, you don't need to be on the internet. I'll tell you one thing about the internet. The internet does not give a fuck about your feelings. Your safe spaces, they do not exist. They will never exist. As long as you have a public account and you post things publicly, as long as you have a phone that connects to a fucking internet source or a keyboard or a fucking computer or a retarded fucking handy book or a tablet or some shit like that, as long as you fucking have that shit, you are fucking fair game. Now you can defend your friends, but keep in mind that if your friends are being attacked because they did some shit, they are fair game. If you are being attacked because you did some shit, you are fair game. If you can attack back, you are fair game. If you can sit there and lie and manipulate the truth and try to twist people's words with one of your ridiculous little victim cards, you are fair game. That's how this works. You come to the wrong place for sympathy. Because not everybody's going to give you sympathy. Not everybody's like Riley Dennis, where they need a fucking safe space. By the way, Alex Jones is still gone off of YouTube. If this podcast is taken down, I don't know why, but Alex Jones is still off of YouTube. The following people are still on YouTube. That fucking black guy who still consists that white people need to fucking die, Riley Dennis, that should say enough. Feminist Frequency, who constantly fucking lie and stir shit around and distort the fucking truth. If you're gonna fire people who make shit up, no, not fire people. If you're gonna kick people off the site who make shit up, keep it fucking even. Because Alex Jones been doing this shit for years. For years.
Longer than people think.
Nobody complained about it because nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, nobody takes Alex Jones seriously. You know,
if he was still on this site, I guarantee you nobody would still give a shit. Nobody would care. Nobody would be calling to have anybody kicked off of this website. But I find it very fucking strange, YouTube, that he's gone, but people like Riley Dennis and whoever the fuck that guy is, and that other guy, Minnesota boy, the fact that they are still on this website disturbs me greatly. It disturbs me greatly. Because these people embody the very thing that you fucking say that you're fighting against. It's just that they're not on the same side as you would say that we are. Motherfucker, I'm not on a side. Both sides are retarded.
Thank you.
There's a reason why I haven't been able to fucking side with either of this shit. I made a post about this shit on Twitter the other day. I said, conservative philosophy. Blame the left for everything that's happened in the past several years, including the debt, even though George Bush started that shit, and completely ignore every stupid, hypocritical, fucking treasonous thing that Donald Trump has done since he's been in office. Liberal philosophy. Completely ignore everything that groups like Antifa, Black Lives Matter, LGBT have done in response to saying that they are, not actually being, that they are oppressed. Cost people their fucking jobs that are conservative or think even opposite of what they think. This is the age that we live in. But it might change soon. I feel it's odd to me. I feel after this whole Jessica Price thing that things are swaying in the opposite direction. I feel like Alex Jones, as odd as this is going to sound, might be a catalyst for change. These two people might be a catalyst for change. And both of them on the opposite side of the spectrum, as much as Alex Jones doesn't want to say he's conservative. He's just a fucking moron. It's just, he's really fucking stupid. Entertaining, but stupid.
Frickin' frogs game.
Yeah, I mean, You know, I don't know if I've ever seen a gay frog before, but you know, Kermit has been giving other frogs the eye since Miss Piggy had fucking left. So I don't know. Hey,
Oh
could
no.
be real. Could be real. Although it's not real. But in all seriousness, what a ridiculous reason to kick him off for hate. If you're gonna kick a guy like Alex Jones off for hate speech, you have to like at least try to listen to what the fuck he's saying. Like, I'm not saying believe what he's saying, but listen to the ridiculous shit that he says. And if you call that hate speech, I don't know what the fuck actual like normal speech is anymore. I really fucking don't. He's called people lizard people. He's fucking said that the Sandy Hook massacre was just a big acting class. Apparently, like,
What?
do you listen to the things this guy says out of his mouth and you actually take them seriously? You're fucking delusional, and you need to be fired from any sort of corporate entity that controls social media or social media sites like YouTube. You're dumb. Plain and simple. If you take that seriously, if you think that him saying that is a ban-worthy offense, you are actually stupid, and you deserve whatever comes to you. What the fuck? You think I take anything that Riley Dennis says seriously? No. We should have a YouTube where for some reason we're recommended our own fucking videos because other videos might be hating on what we fucking believe in or what we fucking say.
The fuck?
Stupid. Are you retarded? Like, what the fuck? He isn't removed yet, but fucking Alex Jones gets fucking removed from every bit of social media possible.
I'm glad we don't live
I
in
realize
Canada.
that the guy is a conspiracy theorist, but he's a fucking moron. Literally, like, take a second and listen to the shit that he says. It's almost like a retarded guy doing a stand-up routine. It's fucking ridiculous.
This person. Hey, well, one quick question. Didn't Riley J. Dennis actually didn't she actually get the surgery already, or is he still
Wait, what'd you say?
Did Riley J. Dennis actually get the surgery yet, or
Oh no, he hadn't gotten the surgery yet.
not yet? Okay, okay,
No.
I guess he.
Is he planning to?
He wants to get surgery, but he didn't have the money to. Because who the fuck wants to listen to that shit? No, he's not. None of his stuff is monetized. By the way, I can give YouTube that. None of his stuff is monetized because he basically just he like brings up racism, but he like race baits worse than Al Sharpton has ever done in the past 60 fucking goddamn years. But he continuously race baits, so he doesn't get any views in order to get money to get the fucking surgery. Look at his fucking channel. It's in a sad fucking state of fucking affairs. It is one of the saddest things I've ever fucking seen. I don't even think he's like broken triple digit subs yet. The only reason why people know about him, like, he has the views, but the only reason that people know about him is because he's so fucking stupid and radical. It's the same thing with the Alex Jones. Nobody takes Alex Jones seriously, but the only reason that they know about him is because he's saying shit like the Sandy Hook massacre was an acting performance. Like, he says that shit out loud in front of people on a public fucking forum. He says this shit out loud, and he truly believes it.
God.
He gets red in the face when he's talking about it. It fucking blows my mind that they removed him from this site. I didn't want to talk about this last week, but as a week goes by, and there's still people who haven't been removed for doing the exact same shit.
I feel like we're also gonna get kicked off as well because H3H3 actually ran into a bit of trouble because they brought him up, and not even just them apparently.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Oh,
but
jeez.
No, don't fucking kick us off. Don't fucking kick us off because you know that we're right, and you know that fucking guy's right as well. H3H3, let's put it. I'm just gonna bring it out here. I don't always favor H3H3 in a lot of fucking situations because sometimes he has done some heinous shit. And everybody has done heinous shit on his fucking website, man.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are gonna ban a guy, if you're gonna fucking punish H3H3 for even talking about Alex Jones, it's fucking ridiculous. Okay, you ban the motherfucker, but yet you don't. If you're gonna do this and establish this as a fucking rule in place, ban the others that are fucking doing it. I'm saying names for a reason. I'm giving names for a reason. Other names other than him. I don't think he should have been banned personally. But if you're going to establish this as a rule on fucking site, ban others that do it. Nobody gives a fuck about your political opinion. Nobody gives a fuck about any of that. The fact that YouTube is still going in the self-destruction that they have continued to go into since early last year is fucking mind-blowing. Whether you want to admit it or not, especially if you're an old school type of person, this is the future. Shit like this is the future. There's going to be a competitor for YouTube one day. Amazon's already fucking working on one. I hear Netflix might fucking tag into it. This is the future. The new media is going to be the media. It's going to happen.
It's already halfway there.
It's already happening now. It's starting now. This is the beginning. YouTube is one of the many catalysts of that shit. If you're going to try to ignore that, all to please some type of weird fucking retarded ass fucking way of thinking that has been well overdone since Gamergate, which started this whole fucking trend in the first place. If you're gonna do this, you're destined to fail. Your ideals will fail. Everything that you claim to have worked for will fail. This site might exist, the site might continue to exist, but pretty soon the fucking studios, the fucking corporate offices, they're gonna go fucking bankrupt if they keep this shit up. And Google is gonna drop them. And Google is also destined to fail if they continue on the fucking path that they're going on. Because I'm hearing they're altering search results or some shit. I gotta look more into that shit before I go into it. But you're destined to fail if you continue on this path. This is not what you should be placing your bets on. You should be placing your bets on companies like Pepsi or Coke. Because guess what?
Jeez.
They're going to fucking put their shit on whatever the fuck they want to do. They don't give a fuck about us. They have their money. A lot of fucking ridiculous Super Bowl commercials that they've done. Wasn't there a Super Bowl commercial that was almost like a dude being able to open his soda can with his dick? If there hasn't been one yet, I'm pretty sure there's going to be one in the future because they're running out of ideas. You are destined to fail. You need to stop fucking nut cutting your fucking creators. Pay these fucking people what they are fucking owed. They make content for this fucking site. The only reason why this site is thriving as it is now is because of the creators. And yeah, I know people, a couple people are just gonna be like, well, Jake and Logan Paul are fucking here and they're fucking taking up all the shit. Yeah, they're taking up all the shit, but like most of these fucking guys, they will come and they will go. They are celebrities. They don't need this. Once they get ousted from it, they will still need this. They'll go somewhere else. Keemstar, H3H3, those guys are fucking staying. And I would rather have them stay. And continue to fight to make this site a better place. Because it needs it. The three of us are just starting out. And it fucking sucks in the way that we're starting out.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know if I fucking ask for this shit to be monetized, and then like every episode we get nothing. You are fucking your creators up with these retarded solutions. They don't work. Figure out something that benefits everybody and leave it the fuck alone. Perfect example, YouTube Heroes. How well did that fucking work out? I don't even think that was implemented. Because of how bad that was. We could figure out a way to get some sort of reaction like that to the shit that they're doing now. We might be able to fucking still save this shit. Because I'll tell you one thing, despite what we all say, I don't want to go back to a restaurant job. I don't want to do a restaurant job. I don't want to do a fucking store job. I don't want to fucking work in a goddamn office building. I hate offices. I don't want to fucking do anything for a goddamn school. Leon probably doesn't want to fucking bust his fucking bones every day to fucking do construction.
It's tiresome, really.
It is.
Oh. And if I could just put my hand to this real quick, I just want equality. You know? If you're gonna kick off turn the frogs gay, you know, if you're gonna ban that away, what about the opposite side? You know, saying that everything is racist, everything is sexist, and if you think this way, you're a racist. What about that? That's not benefiting anybody.
No, it's not.
What's happening now?
It's doing more harm to this place than good.
You know,
Alex Jones wasn't doing anything to YouTube. I guarantee you that.
he's fucking crazy.
Him and his
He
retarded.
definitely is.
Oh yeah, him and his dumbass fan base is him and his dumbass fan base. Anybody else with some goddamn sense would know that he's full of shit.
See, him and his fan base aren't going around, you know, rioting, you know, breaking into shops and shit, destroying cars, and you know, hurting police officers. You know, his fan base ain't doing that.
No.
His fan base is on Twitter, you know, calling every white person a piece of shit. So what the fuck?
Well, Alex Jones ain't really on the left.
No, see, that's what I mean. Like, where's the equality in that?
No, well, I mean, what most of these people fight for is not equality.
That's just one thing I just want to throw my hat in. And YouTube would rather have these leftist people on YouTube. Which I mean, honestly, I'm a moderate. I don't really care for left or right. I just wish people would just treat people as fucking people. You know, just carry along. You know what I mean?
We probably wouldn't even have to deal with this demonetized situation if they didn't fucking kneel to the Wall Street Journal last year. By the way, don't fucking trust those pricks either. They're a bunch of lying scum as well. And I dare them to respond to that. What you fucking got? Where's your journalistic integrity, you motherfuckers? Where's all that shit at?
Why is everyone so intent to bring someone else down? You know, what's up with that?
It's because it's become so cutthroat nowadays. If you're not at the top, you ain't nothing, according to these people. Who just want to cut down and defame and discredit. The Wall Street Journal fucking cut down YouTube last year, and YouTube just sit there and fucking took it. The creators didn't. Corporate YouTube did. They just sat there and they bent over and they let the fucking ads walk away. So now everybody's getting a fucking Patreon. But you know, people are doing well on Patreon. Hopefully we do well on Patreon, but you know, this is bullshit. Fucking we still ain't solved the false copyright issue. We still ain't solved the the sub box issues, the subscription issues. None of those issues have been solved. But Alex Jones getting fucking removed. Yeah, that really took priority. That took so much priority. If you're gonna remove Alex Jones, remove all these other fucking carny as well. The other conspiracy theorists who think they're being held down because of their fucking gender or their goddamn skin color. This is ridiculous. First world country and you're being held down. By what? If you feel like you're being held down, fucking move. Pack your shit and get the fuck out. Because we don't want you here. If you think you're being held down. Unless you're born into a rich family, nothing's given to you. Nothing is given to you. I know all too many fucking white guys. They ain't got shit, man. The only rich dude that I know, ironically enough, he's black. And he has a fucking fountain in his lobby. That big ass mansion that he has. He has a fountain. He has a fountain in his lobby.
Oh shit.
That bothers me on so many levels. That have nothing to do with his skin color, by the way. But that bothers me on so many levels. Just to walk in and the first thing that I see in his fucking door, like as soon as you walk in, it's literally right there. It's just in this gigantic fucking hall, like lobby. Loft, I guess would be the correct expression. But his parents have so much money that he can piss green.
Huh.
Not that you would want to. You probably should see somebody for that. But he can piss fucking green. He can piss green. He's got more money than everybody in this fucking neighborhood that I live in. That includes the guy across the street who, by the way, works for NCIS.
Oh.
Oh shit.
And that ain't a job to fucking sneeze at. And guess what? Social justice clowns, that dude across the street is white. He's white, and he doesn't have a house nearly as big as that shit. My friend has columns. He has columns on the outside of his fucking house. His house looks like a goddamn courthouse on the outside. That's how big it is. He has fucking columns.
My dude got columns.
Name one white guy that you know personally in your life name one white straight guy in your life personally that you know on a personal basis that has all that shit. You can't. You can't. Celebrities don't count. Our dumbass president doesn't count. Vice president doesn't count. No famous white guy counts. A person that you know for a fact that you have met before that looks like he owns a house that big. You can't do it, can you? You can't do it, can you? You want to talk about conspiracy theories? Shit, man. For fuck's sake. I mean, what? Bug, one of our Xenoverse buddies, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can't even get his internet straight.
Oh no, I know. Who
His
you're talking
fucking router looks like a potato and probably is a potato. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my previous joke that I said. It's an in joke that we have. I said he said they gave him 2 cords the first time with the router. So I said the next time that they come by your house, how mad would you be if they gave you 2 more cords? He told me to my face, well, not literally to my face, but in messages, he told me, I will be finding an internet provider. A week goes by. A week goes by. His router's still fucked. And I tell him, did they give you 2 more cords? He can't even get his fucking internet shit straightened out. My dude probably can't even afford to change fucking internet providers. Where is he getting all this money from? I do believe he's white. Hell, he said he was a ginger. That's ultra white. He should be rolling in green, gold, platinum.
Hold on.
His car should be so expensive that the rims on his rims should be spinning. That's how fucking loaded he should be, according to this conspiracy theory. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? Where is this shit coming from, man? I want that kind of money. I'm mixed. I'm half white. So I should be half rich. I should at least get half of a fucking $1 million every year, every month. Fuck. Do you know what I have to, do you know how much work I have to do for that kind of money to earn that kind of money? Because they ain't gonna be handed to me. They ain't gonna hand it to me on my white side. Which side is your good side? My right side. Is that your white side? No, it's not. For fuck's sake. It doesn't exist. Your horse shit does not exist. It exists, but it exists in very small quantities. They call the upper middle class the 1% because they are just that, the 1%. The 99% is the rest of us on the fucking grind. Every day, hell, I'm still looking for a job. Every day. I don't understand this fucking conspiracy theory, but all right, I understand. We're gonna get rid of the guy who thinks that the frogs are gay. Because that's harmful. That's harmful to the community. That's harmful to YouTube. We're gonna get rid of the guy who said that Sandy Hook was a fucking performance. We're gonna get rid of that guy. That guy is harming the community.
Oh, he said the third side.
Because that's how fucking stupid it is. Look. How the fuck do you hear that and you just think, oh yeah, he seems like he's right on the stick, man. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. He seems like he thinks things through. He doesn't think things through. He thinks things through about as well as a teenage girl who buys a Corvette for her 16th birthday. Are you fucking, and then wrecks it the next day? Are you fucking kidding me? He needed to be banned? That guy needed to be banned? The guy who thinks that most Democrats are lizard people? They're lizard people. Most Democrats are lizard people. Motherfucker, that's like an entire side of my family. Like, you mean to tell me I'm part lizard? Oh, no wonder why I'm mixed, bruh. Bro, where are these scales coming from? I keep feeling them every time I wash my back in the shower.
Every time we see each other, like all of us in public, I see those eyes, man. Like you have that third lid action going on.
I got that
too.
killer croc look. From Suicide Squad, I got that killer croc look. I'm on the hunt.
Don't die.
Oh. No. No.
I'm sorry, Harley. I wasn't looking at you. It's these eyes, man. I have to adjust them to fucking sunlight. Jesus Christ.
And that, my friends, I think think we should wrap things up for today. Well, I don't know about you. That's a perfect way to end.
Oh, wait! Before we do,
So-
an update, my children. An update.
Oh.
An update on not just the state of this podcast, but we're gonna be kind of branching out after this episode, starting I want to say next week.
Mhm.
Next week, by next week, hopefully, if I am not too fucking lazy to remember, by next week we gonna have ourselves a gameplay channel.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy,
Because it's 2010.
exactly. But we're going back time with this shit. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do it fucking right. Okay, we're gonna do it like Super Gaming Brother esque, brain scratch commentaries esque thing.
Jesus.
And we're gonna do this thing, and we're gonna, we're probably gonna show a little bit more of our outward personality. Not that we mute ourselves much over here, but over here is, over here we have a topic normally. Normally, ignore last week. In fact, don't even. In fact, you know what? Watch last week's episode and then immediately forget about it. We still want you to watch it.
Please watch still, please.
We still want you to watch it, but we also want you to forget about it. Because I completely forgot about it. Literally, as I was doing the tags, I was just like, "What the fuck did we talk about this episode?"
Yeah, no lie. When I saw it was uploaded, I was just like, wait, we did. What was the episode like? I don't remember
Yeah,
recording
exactly.
this.
We did something.
Like I didn't listen to it back when I fucking uploaded. But anyways, yes, by next week we're gonna have ourselves gameplay channel, and we're gonna do playthroughs with commentary.
Yeah,
Goddamn right.
I'll also talk more too. Not that anybody cares, but
Well,
know.
it'll depend on the game that we're doing.
Yeah.
But also, if I can figure out why my Patreon is yelling at me, we're gonna fucking set one of those up too, because I have a feeling that since I've mentioned Alex Jones for now a 7th time, I have a feeling that we're probably gonna be demonetized one way or the other. So if we do get demonetized, we'll have a bit of a backup. And if you are just so inclined, we appreciate a small donation. A small donation.
Nope. Please, if you have anything to spare, please send us it. It means a lot to us.
It
Please-
really does, because
please,
we're trying to like.
And if you can't give anything, that's fine. It's all right.
Yeah,
We still
please.
appreciate we still appreciate you watching our videos.
Yeah,
Yes.
but please give to the needy though. We'll do
We are
anything for
very-
change.
We are very needy. Very, very needy. And right now, like I said about the raw episodes, those are gonna be a thing. For Patreon. And we have upcoming projects. And that's what's important. So, we also would like you to join our Discord, because right now it is dead as a rat in the road. If you haven't joined our Discord, what the fuck is wrong with you? Guarantee if we get more people in there, it'll be a lot more lively, right?
Yeah.
So
And you'll be able to talk to
Please.
us, which that'll be cool. Depending.
exactly. So
Yeah.
tell a friend, have another friend, tell friends who have Discord. Don't be stupid. Tell a friend, tell another friend, have that friend tell another friend, and have that guy tell another guy, and so on and so forth. Let's fucking grow this thing together.
Yeah.
Like one big happy retarded family. Anything else to add, folks?
At the current moment, I'm good. I mean, I could list a couple games that we might be playing for the later project, but I want to keep that a secret for now.
Yes, that would
Until
be.
next time.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Little one.
No, I don't have anything.
Alright.
I'm just kind of here.
All right. I might be coming out with some weird kind of commentary video,
Weird. Oh, okay.
like how
but
weird
I'm
we
not
talk.
gonna tell you guys what it's about.
Fuck.
No.
It'll be special. And probably won't have many edits in it though, because I don't have editing software that's worth a fuck on this computer, anyways.
You might
I-
wanna get that.
I will be coming out with commentary. No, it won't be like a rant like the impatient thing that I did the other day. I was just really pissed off that day. I was tired of people on Xenoverse.
Yeah.
But it will be commentary, and it won't be Dragon Ball related. Haha, there you go. Fucking it's fucking swerved.
Finally, I can fucking find subscribing.
Oh, finally, I can subscribe. I like that. Yeah, but every time you just post Dragon Ball content, I'm gonna kill myself.
You just go and downvote every single one. Even if it's good, you just downvote and flag.
Oh shit!
Downvote. This isn't Reddit. Get the fuck out of here. All right, y'all. That's been episode 7 of Three Burdens.
Almost episode 10. Woo!
Yeah. Should we do something special?
Fuck
Maybe a live episode? Who knows?
yeah! I don't have a camera.
We should. I think if I do enough begging, we should probably get a guest.
Ooh.
Episode
Maybe.
10. I can only hope.
That would be
Alright.
I'm
fun.
not promising anything, but it's an idea. Because I thought about it and said, when we have a guest, might be able to get more exposure. But, you know,
It would also be
have a
cool
guest, set
to
up an
just-
interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, there you go.
Yep,
Fucking-
yep.
All right, y'all. That's been
All right.
episode 7. Cannot believe
Yeah.
we made it this far. Hopefully this episode will be out on time. I'd
And
like
it
to
won't
last,
get
like,
taken down
30.
for all the political nonsense.
Oh, it will be. You know, no. If we fucking upload this and all of a sudden it get taken down just because we said something about turning the frogs gay, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I will too, not gonna
Literally.
lie.
I will. Oh, you know me. I will go to fucking war, kid. I'm not. Fucking, don't you fucking goddamn dare fucking take my shit down. We don't deserve that. Anyways, I think that's it.
Yeah.
See you next week. Hopefully. Now we will see you next week. But see you guys next week.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.